Welcome back to another episode of the Mark Jackson Show. I'm Mark Jackson, my co-host Blue. Shout out Cam and Mace on the Come and Talk to Me network. What's up, Blue?
What's going on?
Everything's well, man. Appreciate you.
I like that white hoodie. That's nice.
I like that green hat. You think I could pull it off?
Thank you. You want to try?
No.
You sure?
No.
Come on, man.
No. You coordinate.
Thank you. I'll be putting in effort. I got shoes that match all my outfits and everything. Y'all only see half of the view, but I'll be putting it on.
Be careful what you ask for, though.
Huh?
I remember working at Sports Center and doing all those shows. I'm not telling any secrets, but those guys would have on a suit jacket, a shirt, a tie, and shorts, and just socks. So you see the desk, you don't have a clue that they don't have on the whole two-piece suit and shoes and socks.
That was you?
No. So you're not wasting good shoes. You could have socks on and nobody would know. It's an advantage.
That's true. That's a good point.
You save some money.
But I like feeling good when I rock my shoes. Like I like walking in the room and wearing something that like somebody might see and be like, I like those.
You wear it well.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. Just, gas me a little bit. I'm feeling good today.
My bad.
Let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy. Go click the link in the description below and use the promo code MARK. That's M-A-R-K. Play our favorite game. It's the Pick'em game.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
How many last-second shots did you make in your career? At any point?
At any point?
At any point.
We counting like...
Yeah, we count everything.
No, because you might not want to count what I'm going to ask.
What?
Are we counting like if I'm at like 24, LA Fit, if I'm at the park?
No, we're not.
What you mean?
No, we're not.
Because I'm the go-to. If it's any gym...
Wait, did you just say at the park?
What you mean if it's 9 up and game is 11? I done sent a lot of people packing. They was
We're
mad.
not talking about that.
Huh? What you talking about? Like official game winners?
Official game winners. Like when you were younger, when you played in high school,
say,
when you played in college.
I'd probably say like...
You said in the rec league.
I'd probably say like...
That's what we doing now?
I'd probably say like 10.
10? I asked that because I don't know if you just saw Kyrie Irving a couple of days ago, down the stretch of a ball game, hit a 20-foot left-handed runner/hook shot at the buzzer to win the game. Yeah. What's your go-to shot to win a game?
Oh, man, definitely my in and out is different. So I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna hit you with an in and out and probably just a little step back.
If I didn't know you, I'd be like, this dude juicing, but I already envisioned it. It's in the left hand. Yeah. It's in and out. It's lulling you to sleep.
Got him.
And it's preferably a tough step back shot. You don't want an easy one.
No. I prefer a hand pause in my face. But but nah. Same question for you. How many game winners have you had?
I'm not really sure.
Is that many?
No, I didn't. Don't take it that way. I'm not really sure. No. I'm more of a facilitator. I did hit one in college, home game. I hit one on the right baseline. I remember vividly. Don't really recall many in the pros. I'm sure I have, but I don't recall. Mm-hmm. But my go-to one would be simple: back a guy in. And if a double team comes, get rid of the basketball. If it don't, continue to back them in until I get to my spot, elevate, simple jump hook, and lights out.
That's still your go-to move.
Yeah, still. You know what's messed up? When you got 3 boys and your daughter's on your team, and we playing 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, and the oldest son goes, switch, I got him. Dude,
I got to put down my water. I was about to take a sip of water.
No.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying, let me live. If I'm past my prime and the game's over, let me celebrate and take advantage of my matchup. I don't need a grown man with grown man strength talking about switch and taking it personal like we in Game 7 in the Garden.
I'm so glad that y'all get to see this perspective because you making it seem like I was 16 swelling up on you. How about my pops is in the league and he won't let me cook in the front yard because he got to dominate me. So I got to switch on him because he's cooking my 12-year-old brother.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
We had kids from the church come over and you wouldn't take it easy. You over there doing the jab series, hitting jump shots.
Because y'all were talking.
What you mean?
Y'all all talking.
We was young.
You can't talk and don't think I'm not going to respond. Like, I was affected by it. It hurt me.
It hurt you?
No.
Like, that's what I'm saying. No. You was asserting your dominance. You was like, yo, I'm still your pops.
No, the competitive drive. That's all.
Okay. All right. That's yeah. I guess we could chalk it up to that. You definitely set the record straight. I wasn't trying to guard you no more after a while. That was it. But not to brush over. I forgot you asked me about the Kyrie question. Yes, I saw that shot. And yes, that left hand, that was ridiculous. Left-handed for game?
Left-handed, period. This just in, breaking news. In 17 years of playing in the NBA, I took one left-handed shot. One left-handed shot. And that was off of a dare of my head coach, Jeff Van Gundy, who was well aware of that stat and dared me to take a left-handed shot. So I took a left-handed layup, made it, and ran down the court kissing my left hand. There's actually a basketball card with me shooting a left-handed shot in traffic in the paint area. But if you look closely, the foul was called. Nobody else is moving in the picture. Everybody's standing there looking at the referee, and it's just me with the left hand like this, so you know it's not real.
Did you make the layup at least?
It didn't matter. It was a dead ball.
No, it matters to me. I just want to know, did you make the layup?
For argument's sake, yes. It was all net. Money. I made the one that counted, though.
Yeah.
But old school, I mean, think about the amount of time that Kyrie Irving puts in and these players today put in to put themselves in position and not just take that shot, but had to have the confidence to take that shot and make it. I always thought this was going to be 80, 90% runner. This was not going to be 80, 90%. So I always thought, well, I'm going to take it with this hand as opposed to this. They put so much energy, effort, and time in their craft. It is absolutely remarkable. That wasn't a lucky shot. That was a shot that he was prepared for.
No, Kyrie got game, man. I'd be interested to know where you have him and your all-time point guards.
He's moving up the charts, but I mean, in fairness, there's been some greats historically. So he's not today top 10, but he's certainly an all-time great Hall of Fame basketball player and climbing the charts.
Nah, for me, he's top 10, man. He got to be in my top 10. That dude, and it could be personal because I played against him in high school, and I know.
Oh, you remember that?
Oh no, I remember that. This dude had. I want to say it was him and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on the same team. Kyrie had probably 10 points in the first half. He was chilling. Honestly, I'm looking at my coaches like, y'all made this dude seem like the big bad wolf on film. Like, he's just chilling. Like, Gilchrist is that dude. Like, he going every bucket. Man, that second half came down, and Kyrie turned into the Kyrie that we see today. And coming down that court, it wasn't a thing any of us could do. And my high school team was nice. Spencer Dinwiddie's on my team. We had good players. When that dude turned it on, it was a wrap.
I remember checking in. I was calling games, and I'm like, how's it going? First half. Oh, it's going good. It's a close ball game. Call again, second half. This guard for the other team is putting on 20. I'm like, what's going on? They can't do nothing. No, there's nothing they could do that.
Nah, I promise. You know firsthand playing college. When the coaches get the film and they get an opportunity to show you a player and they're like, yo, this dude can score going left, he can score going right, coming off the down screen, make sure your hand is up. We in there. We was the number 4 team in the country too. So we looking like, man, okay, Kyrie, yeah, he's nice, but we gonna clamp him. We just beat a team by 100 the other day. Man, that dude was unstoppable.
I remember when I got home and I was coming to your room and trying to get you to talk me through it, the way you expressed the appreciation for his skill level was shocking to me.
It was shocking?
It was shocking.
No, it was shocking.
I can relate now watching him all these years later.
Think about that. It was shocking to me being 17 and it's a dude my same age or around the same age that's coming down the court. And I'm literally out there like, yo, I can't do nothing to stop this dude right now. Like, my coach was talking about force him left. I'm like, this dude is going wherever he wants to. That dude was a problem, man.
They're still having problems. It wasn't just you and your high school team.
Thank you.
The best in the world are having problems containing him.
That's why I feel good.
So I'm here for you, son.
Thank you. That's what I need. I appreciate you. This is the moments that I need. Even going off of that, Kyrie, Luka, they are cooking. They are unstoppable in the league, as you said. How far do you see the Mavericks going?
They are a dangerous team because they got 2 guys that down the stretch of a ball game can get what they want and create offense and make plays for themselves and for their teammates. They've added to the talent level. They got 2 bigs that can now set screens, dive, block shots, protect the rim, finish at the rim. They got excellent role players. They're extremely well coached by a Hall of Famer and a great coach in Jason Kidd. I wouldn't want to face them because of the pressure they can put on you having those 2 guys that are home run hitters, as I would say.
Yeah, them dudes are tough, man. Even we talked about Kyrie so much. Luka, what do you do if there's 2 dudes that can score on an all-time great level like that? What's your first thought as even a coach's mind? How do I slow this down?
Well, you got to make sure that they see 1.5 to 2 guys every time they touch the basketball. They can't come off a screen and you dare them and make them, allow them to be comfortable coming off screens. Put pressure on the others to beat you. I'm fine if I got to go home and it's somebody else not named Luka Doncic or Kyrie Irving that sent me home. And that's with great respect to the supporting cast. But against great teams and great talent, you have to be willing to give up something. And if they win on my terms, which is not Luka, not Kyrie, and you've done your job. It's a tough, tall task to do to try to contain those guys and put together a game plan to limit the damage that they put on your team.
Going off of that, who's your Power-5 in the Western Conference?
That's tough because it's going to be a styles makes fights type of playoff round, play in and playoffs. But if I had to go off the top of my head, Denver's clearly the top. I'm going to give respect to the teams that have done it 60 or so games into the season. Oklahoma City, Minnesota. I'm going to say Dallas. And then it's easy to say the Clippers, but I'm also going to throw in the New Orleans Pelicans because I like the way that they're playing. Zion is putting pressure on the defense. They got great wing defenders and can score, and they got a big that's legitimate. So I would say those 5 or 6 teams.
Do you see the Pelicans as a legit championship contender or just somebody that can make noise in the playoffs?
My only concern about them, I love Zion, but when you go against the better teams, the better coach teams, they're not going to let him just play bully ball and overpower him. You're going to force him by putting a matchup that makes him somewhat uncomfortable at times and not allow him to overpower you. So you're going to force him to shoot jump shots and make shots as opposed to layup after layup after layup. That's the concern. But he is a special talent that's having an underrated season. He's put together quite the season.
Same question on the Eastern side. Who's your Power-5 in the Eastern Conference?
Boston, clearly number 1. Milwaukee, depending on the day of the week, but they have talent and they have a future Hall of Fame coach. I'm going to go with Cleveland. They got to get healthy. You get Donovan Mitchell healthy. You have a backcourt that's dynamic, that can match up against anybody's backcourt scoring-wise, and bigs that can play and facilitate. Via pick and roll, dive into the cup, making plays, high, low action. I'm going to say the Miami Heat. And I'm going to say it's bunched up with the Knicks because of their competitive spirit, Indiana because of their scoring ability, Orlando, what they've been able to do. I think it's wide open, but clearly the top is Boston.
How many teams did you just give me? That was about...
I thought you were going to let me get away with giving you about 7
No,
teams.
that was...
I tried. Do I get credit for the attempt?
I'm not giving you credit because you try to do this every segment. I'll be like, give me 3 teams. You give me 8.
Boston, Cleveland, Miami. Their experience, great coach, loaded with talent, got to get healthy. And I wouldn't want to face them in a series when they're locked in. New York.
All right, you got 1 spot left.
Indiana.
All right. I like that.
Thank you.
Indiana is underrated, man. In one of our earlier episodes, I picked them as the Milwaukee Nightmares. They coming for the Bucks. If they got to see them in a 7-game series, that's going to be a tough one.
If you've watched the games that they've faced each other, Indiana has clearly sent the message that this is not going to be easy and we're going to send you home. Their style, their athleticism, their toughness, the pace that they play with, their ability to put big guys on Giannis and limit the damage that he does in the paint area, the matchup, Halliburton and Dame, that would be a great series. But Indiana, obviously a future Hall of Fame coach, and Rick Carlisle, a former teammate of mine. I don't know if you know, he got his career high, his first game playing on my team in Madison Square Garden for the Knicks, delivered on the basketball all game long. He started off on fire. I believe he had 25 that day. But great coach, great basketball mind, and that team is suited, I believe, come playoff time to play that brand of basketball that allows them to advance if they lock in defensively.
Staying on the Eastern Conference, I've been hearing a lot of talk about the Knicks, man. And I love Jalen Brunson. You love Jalen Brunson, obviously. But it's been people saying that in order for the Knicks to make that next step, he needs assistance. He needs another superstar. What do you feel about that?
I don't think enough respect has been put on the name of Julius Randle if he's healthy. If he's healthy, you got 2 guys that's a dynamic 1-2 punch that can score at the 3-point line, can create their own offense, can play off of each other, sharing the basketball. They've surrounded them with outstanding role players, great defensive players, great competitors. I believe it's about getting healthy and getting whole and then adding to it. But I think they're good enough today to move forward come playoff time because of Jalen Brunson's ability to create offense, get to the free throw line. And then if you have Julius Randle, I think he can fit the mold or the role of that secondary scorer or at times the primary scorer that they need.
I disagree, man.
How do you disagree?
Because it's obvious how I disagree. It's obviously other people who feel the same way. I don't think that it's enough just Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle.
So you think it should be Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and another A-type guy offensively?
No, I think that it should be Jalen Brunson and another A-type guy offensively.
What do you call Julius Randle? He's an A-type guy offensively.
We just spoke about Luka and Kyrie. That's an A and an A.
Julius Randle is averaging 20-plus points a game.
Yes, but we're talking about what can get the Knicks to the next level. Well, I picked the Knicks as my Eastern Conference Finals pick. Underdog.
Did you?
Underdog pick. Underdog pick. Shouts out to Underdog. But that was my pick. But at the end of the day, I don't think that it's realistic for no, I don't think they have enough right now.
I disagree.
It's tough.
I think if they're healthy, they have enough.
I think they can compete, but when you look at the Western Conference, when you look even at the top of the Eastern Conference, at teams like the Celtics.
That's it. In the Eastern Conference, if the Knicks are healthy, they can beat any other team.
Yes, that's why I picked them as my underdog. I do believe that. But in the Western Conference, I'm not picking them against all these teams.
Your problem is you on that fence.
What
you
you
gotta
mean?
get off that fence. You just got to get off the fence. At some point, you got to get off the fence. I picked them. I didn't pick them. Well, he's a A, he's a B, he's a C. The heck? I mean, come on, man.
All right. Yeah, no, the Celtics are my pick out the East. I'm going to just be definitive.
Okay.
But I do love the Knicks.
Go ahead, move on, man.
You my pops, I've learned this from you. I'm sorry if my answers come off a little political, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, man. All right. Let's talk about the times when you were on the Knicks. What was it like being in the city that you grew up in and your cousins, your nieces, nephews, everybody, friends from around the way, being able to reach out to you or see you so often? What was that like? They
couldn't reach out to me, first of all. You already know that. I don't play that game. You wasn't with me in the gym? No. But it was great times going to games and seeing family members, seeing classmates, whether it be elementary school, middle school, high school, college, seeing teammates or people I grew up with. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And the great thing is I experienced that as a fan of the game because I went to games whether I was in college, younger. We didn't have it where I can go to Knick games, but in college, I can remember specifically going to a Knick game, watching the great Isaiah Thomas shooting before the game. And I'm in college playing for St. John's, and Isaiah walks past the tunnel to go to the locker room just before the start of the game. And he stops by me, and he says, "Mark Jackson." I'm sitting there like, "Yo, this is Zeke, man. Are you kidding me?" He says, "Mark Jackson." I say, "Yes, sir." He goes, "I just want you to know, I love your game, man. You're going to be special."
Wow.
And I'm like, I could have gone right. You never know the power of a positive word towards somebody.
Yeah.
Him depositing that into me that day burst something where I believed all of a sudden, yeah, I can do this. I really can do this. And then to watch him, one of the greatest to ever do it, take 2 minutes. It's just a word for somebody that's on the level right now and somebody struggling. Share a word. It doesn't hurt. He made my day. And all these years later, all these accomplishments later, I still remember it as if it was yesterday. But valuable times in Madison Square Garden playing for my hometown team.
I think those times of what you just said is so important. I remember growing up and seeing you go speak at whether it be Kobe camp or hold camps in New York for children around the way. And just the impact of you sitting up there and speaking to them for 20, 30 minutes about, your testimony of how far God has brought you or what you stand for as a man. Those type of moments are real. And what's so funny? What you laughing?
Oh, man.
What you laughing at,
You
man?
just tell stories in your head and you remember stuff. And as you're speaking, you're talking about camps. I remember I was just at the store yesterday, and this dude with a gray beard. He had a gray beard, and he's struggling walking a little bit. He said, "I came to your camp as a youngster."
You're not right for laughing. You're not right.
I'm not, but I'm sitting there. I want to say thank you. But I'm shattered. I'm shattered, man. I'm like, thanks, my man.
I guess you ain't impacted him the way I thought.
Now you can see why I was laughing. I couldn't keep a straight face as I played it back in my head, man.
Some seeds fall on good ground, and some seeds fall on the hard soil.
He could have kept that to himself. I'm sorry for interrupting you, man.
No, I gotta take off my hat. It's hot. Oh, that is hilarious, man. I don't even know where we are. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, I meant to ask you, what you have any stories about when you were playing for the Knicks, driving out to Westchester County for the first time, you going to your practice facility? What was it? What was that feeling like? You crossed the Whitestone Bridge?
Yes. The crazy thing about it is I wasn't signed right away. So I was drafted and we were negotiating a deal. So I didn't practice for the first 3 or 4 practices because my deal wasn't complete. So I drove up to practice just to watch, which really was a blessing because I sat in practice as a kid like, man, I'm a member of the New York Knicks. And think about it, we had 2 veteran point guards, one that had won a championship in Gerald Henderson with the Boston Celtics, and another one that was a veteran and a very good player in Rory Sparrow. 2 guys that had played double-digit years in the NBA at that particular time. So I'm thinking, I'm getting ready to watch these 2 veterans practice and learn from them. And when I'm sitting at practice watching for 3 days, the thing that jumped out, I humbly submit to you, is I can do this. Respectfully, they're pros, they're veterans, they're OGs. But I believed with everything in me that I was better than them by watching them 3 days. And I just waited for the opportunity. And playing alongside of Patrick Ewing, I had something that fit him better than they had. The ability to facilitate and pass and make plays. So it was a match made in heaven. But I remember specifically driving up there and then leaving the gym thinking, I got this. I got this. Whether I was right or wrong, I believe I got it. And that's 95% of the battle on the professional rank, is the belief and the confidence.
Was there somebody who fed into that belief and confidence, or was there an OG on your team where you could go to, or somebody that you knew was in your corner?
Pat Ewing wanted the basketball, so I knew he was in my corner. He didn't care about me at the time. He just knew that I can get him the rock. So he was very supportive in all seriousness, and he's a family member and brother for life. But the difference maker was Coach Rick Pitino. Realizing what he had in me and allowing me to make mistakes and grow and develop and have success, sustained success by overlooking some of my flaws. So those are the things that jumped out. But I remember those rides specifically and the opportunity that I had to build confidence of watching and then let it marinate in my spirit on my way back home.
How deep into your first season did you start to feel like, your first season with the Knicks, did you start to feel like, all right, I'm comfortable. This my
Ta-da! I'm a New York City kid, man. I'm a New York City kid. And you get in Madison Square Garden, the place you dreamed about being, and you're putting on a Knicks uniform and there's 20,000 people and there's your people in the stands. You couldn't tell me nothing, man.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me nothing, and which is crazy. I look back and I'm not the same dude today, but I believed it. And the lights came on and I was waiting for that opportunity, and you get a taste of success, and you want what the great Pat Riley would phrase, the disease of greed. You want more. So I wanted another assist. I wanted another look-away pass. I wanted another standing ovation. I wanted another win. And it was precious times that it goes by fast, and you wish you had them back. But I was a kid dreaming of being that, and to live it is something I'll forever cherish.
I want to know a question that people have been dying to ask for years, and this is your chance to clear it up. When you stepped up to the free throw line, what was this? Why would you do this before you shot your free throw? What is that?
Okay. The people want to know this, or you want to know?
I want to know. I want to know what is this? What did that help you line up the Is that a little salt? It's a little salt. What is it?
Oh, Salt Bay you talking about?
You was the first Salty Bay.
Okay, let me let you know this. Oh my goodness. The political answer was I was checking the wind, the trajectory, and all of that. I did it since high school. The reason why I did it, this just in. I was slow. I was non-athletic. I wasn't a great shooter. I wasn't sure how long I would last in the league and how much of an impact I was going to make. But I did know that if I did this, they remember me for something. So it had zero to do with the win, the trajectory. I just look forward to years down the road, somebody say, why did you do this? Oh, that's Mark Jackson. Who? The dude that did this. Oh, okay, yeah. So it had nothing to it. I was just doing stupid stuff to be noticed and recognized.
All right, similar line of questioning. Where did the shimmy start, man? When you start, what made you start shaking your shoulders after a big play?
Again, wanting to be noticed, wanting to be recognized. But in all seriousness, my dad told me, find a job you love and you'll never have to work another day in your life. I was living my dream. I dreamt of this. And if I didn't shimmy, dance, do this, I would have never made it. But because I didn't take myself serious, because I enjoyed my job, I was able to sustain a career for 17 years. Earl the Pearl Monroe wore number 15 for the New York Knicks. To think that today, at 58 years old, I can text Earl the Pearl Monroe as a friend, as an OG, as a mentor, the guy that was my hero growing up as a basketball player. Man, think about that. That's a dream. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Father's Day. This is a guy that I consider a friend. It's something I don't take for granted, and I'm forever grateful.
I want to be like you one day, Dad.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You want to text me?
No, I need my childhood heroes to text me too one day. Yeah, that's amazing, man.
It really is.
No, it really is. No,
you know how mad I was when somebody else tried to grab number 15 and we didn't have number 15? I was in high school waiting for the number 15. The senior point guard had number 15, so I played the 2 my first year on varsity because we had a senior. He had number 15. I'm like, oh, let me get number 15. I ain't have nothing to give him.
He was like, no?
Didn't give it to me. Went to college, no number 15.
You still talk to him? You get a text from him on Father's Day?
No.
No. Y'all not close like that?
No. I just don't talk to him. I got respect for him.
Yeah, that's your OG. That's your senior point guard.
If you say I was a 2 at the time, so.
Let's get into flashback time. We got some good pictures today.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Let's go ahead and put this one up. All right. Staying with the guard talk, we got possibly, pound for pound, the best player to ever lace him up right here next to you.
No arguments here.
What was it like to play against AI?
It's torture.
It's torture.
It wasn't fun. He was an assassin on the court. Can score in bunches. Was extremely fast, crafty, lull you to sleep, get their spots. Funny story, we played him in the playoffs. I remember going to a store in Philadelphia as we were playing him, going shopping one day. And the store in the middle of the day is closed. Little nice, urban wear type store. And I'm knocking on the door. I see people inside and the store's closed. I look inside and AI's in there. They got the store closed for AI. I'm like, what the heck is this?
As they should.
They should. But he seizes me. Come on in. Tell him open the door. We stand there for about an hour. And at some point, while we're standing in the store, his white Rolls Royce is parked at the bus stop right outside the door. Car hits his Rolls Royce. I'm sitting there like, yo, they just hit you. Are you kidding me? He's like, just give me a reason to drive the black one tomorrow.
It's the answer, man.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, incredible basketball player, an all-time great, even better person that's been misunderstood for so long. I knew it was time for me. Father Time was knocking at the door. I remember specifically playing for the Denver Nuggets. It's a loose ball just across half court. I'm the closest one to it, about 5 feet away. Allen Iverson is on the other baseline. And I tell you, he got to the ball and dunked it by the time I got anywhere near him. I'm like, it's almost over for me.
It's a wrap.
But he truly is one of the greats to ever play the game, and an even better guy. He shows me nothing but love and respect, and appreciation, and the feeling is mutual.
And a pioneer also. I think when you look at even that generation of the NBA, the way that they were dressing coming to the game, it was so frowned upon. And now I look at the game today and these dudes are dressing like it's a fashion show, and it's one of the most enjoyable parts for a lot of fans. Allen Iverson walked so a lot of these players can run, so SGA can run, and Westbrook could run and wear whatever they want and be a fashion statement when they walk in.
No question. A true class act. And I want to give a shout out because if you ask me, there's one coach that I never played for in the history of basketball that I could play for. Without a doubt, the only answer that I would give you is Coach John Thompson. The appreciation, the leadership, the guidance that he protected those young players at Georgetown. I salute him, his memory, his family, and he's the one guy that I would love to have played for. And you look at the guys that played for him when they went to the league, maybe misunderstood, but they're all class, high character value guys. And it's a reflection of his impact on their lives. But we talking about pictures. I got a picture for you, my friend. You saw my picture with the great Jay-Z.
Oh, snap. You got this out the archives?
I'm doing my research. I'm doing my homework.
This is crazy. Nah, this is a legendary picture right here. This, when he put his hand on my shoulder, that's when he had passed off the bars. It went through my shoulder. And,
oh, that's what happened?
Yeah, okay. It was a moment.
I know. There's no argument here. I know you got bars. I know. I respect the fact that you do have bars. What do you remember about this picture, though?
I remember it being, I think we were at a game. And it was just a moment where we walked over. He was cool, down to earth, chill, and spoke to me. At that point, I was young. I wasn't thinking nothing more of wow, this is Jigga. Like, this is crazy. Looking back at it now, just the magnitude of this picture hits me. But at the moment, I was just a kid enjoying to be at my dad's job, and then, like, I'm here to see my dad. I love Jay-Z, of course. And to me, one of the greatest rappers of all time. But yeah, this is amazing.
Put you on the spot. You got a favorite Jay-Z verse? A line?
Oh, a whole verse?
Line, just a line.
He got too many. That's like saying, do I have a favorite LeBron jump shot? Like,
you could have said Dad's pass.
Huh?
Any of Dad's passes. You could have said that. I'm only serious.
Nah, it's so many. Oh, favorites. I can't pick one. Yeah.
Okay, here's another question. Your biggest celebrity that you took a picture with?
That's tough. I think somewhere in the files we got a picture of me and Michael Jackson. Somewhere.
We did go to his, I believe his 50th birthday party at Neverland.
Yeah. I think I got a pic with me and Mike in there somewhere. Now, when he touched me, it wasn't like it was. Don't look at me like that.
But let that breathe.
Oh, pause. Never mind, man. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, I think Mike is probably the biggest celebrity that I got a picture with.
Okay.
But I got a lot in the chamber, man. It's some pictures. I know.
You lived a charmed life and met some all-time greats.
Yeah. Lord has blessed me, man. The Lord has blessed me. This picture is amazing. Send this to me.
Will do. More to follow.
Let's give a shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in the description below and use the promo code MARK. That's MARK, and they will match up to $100. Our favorite game is the Pick'em game. You can go check it out right now.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Mark Jackson Show on the Come and Talk to Me Network. Remember this. I just watched Floyd Mayweather, the great Floyd Mayweather's last boxing match. As it dwindled down towards the end of the fight, his dad would give him instructions. He looked at his dad, interrupted him, and said, I just want to tell you I love you. I just want to tell you thank you for being there for me. I want to thank you for getting me through the tough times and being there for me and the obstacles and everything I face. I just want to acknowledge what you've done for me. I say to you, who's watching, tell somebody thank you. Tell somebody how much you appreciate it. They held you down. Or you were fighting. Or you faced adversity. Tell somebody thank you. And don't you dare wait till the fight's over. Blessings.